because I just thought playing one game is good against Fulham. That, playing tonight in the semi-final of a Champions League against Atletico will be a different game. So I think, some players, Mikel took a bit of a risk. Hopefully it will pay off in terms of confidence. The last game they played really well, so hopefully they'll carry on tonight. But my first impression was, that's a couple of players a bit risky, but obviously they're talented, they've got the qualities. Just dealing with the occasion of tonight, having only played one game, in terms of Lewis Kelly or Trossard, playing one good game is great on the weekend, and then go on and have a great game. But it is a bit of a risk for me.
Yeah, which I think is that. We've got a few nods and then shakes of the head. So I suppose my point, which is maybe what you're going to go for as well, is that this is unchanged from the weekend against Fulham. What a performance that was, what result. Quite a few changes from the first leg in Madrid. I'm going with kind of what you said, Jez, in terms of that momentum, the confidence that this team must have off the back of, it wasn't just the win of 3 points that was so important to all of us and the boys, Mikel, of course, on the weekend. It was the manner in which we won and how strong they looked. So for me, it's very easy for all of us to sit here, right, and be like, I would do this, I would do that. And sometimes I feel like as a manager, it can be lose-lose, depending on literally how the result goes, right? But I would go with that momentum, that confidence. But
listen, I agree in certain way, but when you play football at that top level, momentum come and goes like this.
Yeah, fair.
Confidence goes like this. After your first touch, you have a poor touch. Confidence gone already. It's back. Forget about Fulham. Fulham's gone. It's like, my God, semi-final, first touch is gone. So I think it's good to start with, but then you've got to quickly get into the game, get your first touch on the ball, get your first tackle in, to feel like, I'm ready physically. I'm in. I'm fine today. I'm going to have a good game, because that confidence, like I said, it can go, first challenge, you get absolutely tackled by the opposition. Suddenly you're like, oh my God, this is not good. This is not how you want to start the game. So confidence comes and goes so quickly in the game. Yeah,
so you're kind of saying the experience and maturity on huge Champions League nights maybe
sometimes
makes that bit of a difference. I think that's fair. No, but then you're shaking his head.
No, listen, big respect, invincible.
He is an invincible. He kind of knows what he's talking about.
But I don't like the, it's a little bit risky. I call it bravery. Yeah. This is the lineup that I saw on the weekend. You saw how the fans were loving it. I wish I could be there today.
Oh, man.
The atmosphere is going to be incredible. You saw the halftime reception they got, the way they were playing. These are all guys that are flying. You can say, yes, what if the first touch is bad? What if it's good?
Yeah,
what if the first touch was great?
100%.
I want to look at it from a positive perspective, because we had a great game against Fulham. Sure, you can argue a lot of the Fulham guys, maybe a bit iffy here. He's called me to give a little speech over there. But no, I think it's a really brave thing to say, you know what, Skelly, yes, it's been one game in midfield, but you were that good that I'm going to give you the faith. I'm going to show everyone else as well. If you play well, you train hard, you do whatever, you're going to be starting. So I fully agree with you. Yeah, it's a risky one, sure, but it's a brave risk, and it's what we've been asking to see. Sometimes just give us a bit of something. This is exciting.
I think that's a handbrake off. We are going to have, spoiler alert, little segment on Miles Lewis Skelly. So, I know we probably all want to wax lyrical about him right now, but if we just hold those thoughts in, and maybe you talk about the rest of the lineup, who you think is going to be key. I mean, we saw Victor Gyökeres there in the picture. What a performance from him on the weekend.
I think it was his best performance in an Arsenal shirt, to be honest with you. Like, that is the striker that we all wanted to sign. His hold-up play was brilliant in the game. He was bringing players into the game really well. Yeah, okay, he had a couple of moments where the touches weren't as great as we'd like it to be, but no one has a perfect game. Do you get what I mean? He was outstanding. Got himself 2 goals in the right space, great header, and also a wonderful little assist for Bukayo Saka. He honestly, I've been screaming for this guy to do well for the longest time, and I'm glad that he got his opportunity to show everybody that he can do it. Just do that for the rest of the season now. We've got 5 more games. Just put a performance like that in, and we're going to be totally fine. The one that I'm super excited for is Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka, like this, he has dragged us through hell. We were in the mud when Mikel first came. Like, it was tough. Like, the atmosphere was difficult, and him, Smith Rowe, Martinelli, they brought an energy to this team that we've lacked for such a long time. And of all the players that deserve the praise, love and patience, is him. It's not been his best season. He will tell you that it's not been his best season, but that performance that we saw at Fulham, that's the Bukayo Saka that we all know and love.
Yeah.
And if he does that again, if he does half of what he done against Fulham today, they are cooked. And I fancy some paella tonight. I fancy paella.
It felt like the star boy was back to his best, though, didn't it, Jez?
Yeah, no, it was great to see him back in the team and back to his best. Yeah, for sure. We've missed him. We've missed his best most of the season for various reasons. Obviously, he's been out for quite a while, and I know how tough it is to get back from injuries. You know, muscle injuries as well. He's such a quick physical player. You know, when you feel that your hamstring could pop at any time, you don't feel good. It's not, you know, you can't just let it go and play with freedom. So seeing him back to his best, it looks like he doesn't carry any injuries. He looks like he's, you know, completely recovered. He's coming back at a perfect time for us. You know, it's the perfect time for him to get back to his best, get his form back, and take us to that final.
Yeah, for sure. And by the way, I'm going to tease you here. We've got some special guests.
No way! No way!
Whoa, what?
Sorry.
On Live from N5? Never. Oh, yeah. The first one's not quite ready yet. Oh, but it's going to be so good. I know. I thought, you know, I'll choose it. I'll let you know when they're ready. But for now, should we chat a bit more about the Fulham game? Because what a performance. I mean, we were absolutely buzzing at the stadium, Jez. It was, I mean, particularly in the first half, of course. It was such a professional job. It was so exciting. And we were saying that we'd been a little bit worried coming from Madrid just a few days before. And we saw how much it took out of the players that night. So we were a bit concerned that the fitness side of it, the emotional tiredness as well, that takes its toll on the players. So we were like, oh, God, this might be a bit of a squeaky one. And actually,
That first